Good evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're having a brilliant week thus far. Hopefully you're warmer than I am right now. It is snowing here in Terrace, British Columbia. It's been like that all day. There's a few inches of snow out there. Boo. But on the bright side, we're inside. Yeah, good times. Happy Thanksgiving to the Americans that follow. I believe it is Thanksgiving tomorrow, so hope all is well and you're enjoying a decent meal and maybe playing some war games like, campaign series, something or other. Not that I'm biased or anything, because maybe I am. A couple of housekeeping things. One, huge thank you to those that are tuning in and watching and leaving comments and all that fun stuff. Thank you so much. It is greatly appreciated. A huge thank you to our current Patreons and our anonymous donors. With that funds, I've been able to purchase some NAS gear. I'm just waiting for that to arrive. It should arrive in the next couple of weeks. And that will allow hey, Tim, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. That will allow us to save a whole bunch of money in the long run on Dropbox, as well as, this is the plan, have a virtual machine set up so that live play is possible. So that's the goal here. So positive vibes. Like I said, I should get that gear in a couple of weeks. It is ordered. Positive vibes that it comes, and I'll have to set it up and get someone to help me with that. But stepping stones, the equipment is coming. Yay! What else is going on? We're still on schedule for releasing the updates in January, which is exciting. Hey, thanks for that, Tim. That's greatly appreciated. You should see an update for Middle East as well as for Vietnam. Vietnam will be including the North Koreans, which I will show you here in a second. And Middle East will show you, we'll have a rebuilt Iran a rebuilt Iraq and a brand new Iran. So North Korea is included into the Vietnam game for those that want to make Korean War scenarios. Now you'll have that opportunity to do so. I know the game title is Vietnam, but kind of think of it more like Southeast Asia or East Asia or something like that as opposed. But yeah, I mean, obviously the primary focus for us is going to be Vietnam, but I know I've had requests to add North Korea because South Korea is in there, and it makes perfect sense to add it in this. Normally we would go the DLC route, but because we have such a small team, it's a lot easier to just include things as updates. So that's good. I have killed all my stuff, so there shouldn't be any extra things that are hogging bandwidth right now. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. Positive vibes. What else? So this is the North Koreans. And what I have done is that obviously they span from 1948 to 1985. They are broken down and they are very detailed, including mechanized cores that were developed in the 80s, early 80s. Each division has a different structure. You'll see some that were along the DMZ were definitely equipped differently than the ones that were further away. So little things like that. I spent a lot of time doing this, making sure that everything was as accurate as I possibly could find. Is it 100%? No, it's not, because it is very, very difficult to find really good information on the North Koreans. I've done what I could, and I think you'll be pleased with the results once you dive in and you see all the work that's been done on these things. China, there's already scenarios inside of the game. There are tournament scenarios. You are playing. China versus Vietnam. It's capable now. We released the Chinese and the Vietnamese to go all the way up to 1985. So if you want to develop a 1979 scenario based on that conflict, you totally can now. Absolutely. You can also do North Korea inside Cambodia if you want to. You can also do Vietnam in in Cambodia if you want to. You can also do North Korea and Laos. And there's actually scenarios that are going to be dealing with the clandestine, is that the word that we're using here? Affairs of the actions in Laos. I'm trying to remember what the heck that base was called. Anyways, there are scenarios that are designed for the secret war in Laos and Cambodia, so there is stuff coming in that respect, which is kind of exciting. But yeah, now if you want to do China versus Vietnam, totally can, and represent the battle. Let's go back to Korea. Let's close that. So you can pick any date. Let's go to 67. I have gone through and I made sure these all work. Ooh, actually, let's pick the right country. So yeah, here you'll see that there are armies. North Korean, obviously there's fewer corps, no mechanized stuff because they hadn't designed that yet. They did have some motorized units, but they were few and far between. Most of it is very heavily infantry based. You'll see that there are a various number of divisions. Some obviously on the DMZ, some not. I did try to help you out to identify where the various corps were and their various divisions if I knew that information. But yeah. So what does that look like in the game? This is what it looks like in the game. Here you go. Let's go find some North Koreans. Here we have some North Koreans. These are 67. I just did a quick test to make sure that everything was looking okay. Let's turn off the bases. So you can see this is very 60s. They still had T-34s. A lot of ex-Soviet gear and Chinese gear. Some homebrewed stuff, but not as much as comes in the 70s and whatnot, which is kind of exciting. Cambodian bud is great. I believe you, Tim. I believe you. Yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with this as a release, and that'll be available for you probably January sometime. Not sure exactly on the specific date, but we are scheduled to do this in January, just FYI. In the coming weeks, I will also show you the Iranians and the Iraqis as we finish them. The other good news is that Petri has fixed the issue that we've been having with artillery. Now, I am going to open up. I did run a new Lua file on this, on the game that we're going to play. I did test it before to, make things happier for us, so we didn't get screwed like we got last week. Mind you, last week was fun because we played something different. Now, I'm thinking maybe in December I might do something a little different too. I'm thinking I might play something. Anyways, we're going to play Side A with Enhanced Fog of War reporting. All the optional rules with the exceptional variable visibility. Hey, Natkinway, thanks for tuning in. Hope you're doing well today. That's a sheer sign that the weapons file is working because they did get shot at. Yay for making it here. So this is Middle East 1.4. Hence the new graphics and whatnot, so keep that in mind. But he has revised the Make Lua 2 file, and that will help budding designers who want to develop their own scenarios with creating the Lua file. And right now what he's done is it's good to go in the sense that it'll generate a SMIAC as well as generate some simple things like ammo reduction and ammo adding the every 10 turns you'll get 10 points kind of a thing. So there's lots of little things that he's added to make things a little bit easier on your end. He's also released the artillery. So in my test earlier, about an hour ago, the artillery did work, and it will make a huge difference now in how these scenarios play. So you can expect that for 1.4. I don't know what else we're going to expect for that Make Lua tool in 1.4, but it's a work in progress. So with that Make Lua 2, you can expect to see things in the future. I don't know what's coming, what else is coming. I'm hoping something cool, but we'll have to see. I know that Petri wants to work on some of the bugs and things like that, or things that we thought were bugs that actually aren't. For example, I had a wish list item where I wanted to be able to identify helicopters that were low on fuel, because apparently if you don't run with high details, it doesn't tell you the location. But there's also, if you highlight helicopters, it tells you with a different color. I've been playing this game for 2 years and I didn't know that. It's insane. I'm learning things all the time. So this is an auto-generated SMEAC, which is fantastic. It tells you a lot of the information that it's pulling from the scenario file, as well as the order of battle file, including, the mission type, what we can expect, who's here, if we're going to get ammo, blah, blah, blah. So there's a whole bunch of little things that are included with this, which is fantastic. As I mentioned before, one of the new features is going to be orders, and in this case the order is going to be in the form of supplies. We do get, so for longer scenarios like midweek in Bin Long or Mekong or whatever, I can change up those orders to be something interesting. But as it is right now, with the default ones, it's just, here, do you want to spend some event points to get a boost in supply, right? Which is kind of cool, and I'll show you how that works here in a second. All right, so again, we're doing some testing here to see how the artillery is going to land. I want to make sure that it works. Let's see, can we fire? We should be able to fire. Yes. The engine AI has not been improved with this, I don't believe. Oh, we got a good hit there. Okay, I'm not going to do much of anything else. My tanks are all fixed, so I'm just going to end the turn. I'm going to save it. I'm going to call this humble in case we have a problem. This is humbling of the tank. And then let's see. Here comes the artillery. So that's good. That's working. Now, if you haven't noticed, in the last, well, basically all the sessions that I've done for Middle East, there hasn't been a lot of artillery because it's been buggered. Now it's fixed. So I'm happy to report that. That's a good thing. Trying to get the sound working. Do you hear me okay, Nakanway? And it's basically been buggered ever since we introduced the enhanced Fog of War rules. The Fog of War was far more. You see, now it's just targeting other ways, which is kind of interesting. This is one of the things that we're looking at, is to see what is this artillery going to be doing. How can we make it better? So one thing I'm going to try and do is I'm going to bring improving each week so my sound gets better. Oh, that's good to hear there, Tim. That's good. What was I going to say? I'm going to sacrifice one of my headquarters, and I'm going to, once it's released, I'm going to bring it up towards the front, and I'm going to see if the Legacy AI notices it and targets it with artillery. That's one of the tests that we're going to do here. So normally I wouldn't do this, but just so you know what I'm going to do, you're not wondering, what the hell am I doing? That's what I'm doing. So typically this type of scenario is designed for head-to-head play, or if it's scripted. And right now it's not scripted. So again, this is mostly a test. I know there's batteries on the other side of the river The AI doesn't know how to cross the canal, unfortunately, and there's at least 3 companies of infantry on the other side of the canal that need to cross, and a human player would fix that or do that, or a scripted player would do that. The engine AI doesn't understand how to do that, how to deal with water crossings, especially the new ones like the canal is, which I'll show you. Also, so here you can see on the other side of the canal, the units are trying to figure out what to do because they want to come where all the objectives are, but they don't know how to get there because there's no bridge. And last time, all the boats that were there, the self-propelled boats, they took off, which they might do at the end of, if we hear, we'll hear to see if they take off or they're staying where they are. The other thing is that you'll notice that the engine AI doesn't understand what to do with the supporting weapons, where if I'm scripting this, obviously I'm going to have the missiles go into ambush positions, etc., right? Whereas right now they're just throwing literally everything at the objectives, because that's what the engine AI does. So why are they firing here? Because we saw movement there. We just didn't identify what it is, and we shot there anyways because it triggered something's there. Gonna shoot at it. What are the odds of actually hitting something? It's pretty slim, but not impossible. Alright, we do have a company. Let's go grab it. Alright, up to you. Do we go north or south? This is the north route. This is the south route. I'll let you decide which route we're going to take. We have a tank company. M48s. It really doesn't matter. That's why. Yeah, those are the only 2 routes. So, your choice. North or south? Positive vibes. Napkin Wade's probably not paying attention. So it's up to you, Tim. North or south, Napkin Way? South. Alright, south it is. There we go. I think that's all my tanks. Let's just do a quick highlight. Make sure that we got all the units that can move. Yes, everything else is fixed. Bada boom. Alright. Now I'm going to let this attack happen and let my opportunity fire do its thing. Do I have artillery? Let's see if my artillery works. I have 105s. Let's just hit that. Alright, save, end the turn. So 1 south, 1 north, and then, so I'll get more tank companies released, then we'll split it up then. We'll split the difference. Although normally I would probably not do that, but we're going to do it anyways, because it's just a test, right? The artillery is doing its thing. So we are in bunkers and pillboxes, so we're much less likely to suffer casualties here. Not impossible, but less likely. Disruptions, though. Oh, and they smoked. I wonder if that's going to be more useful now. Interesting. I'm curious to see how the Egyptian infantry is going to deal with the minefields. The Iranians and whatnot have been going pretty well. I'm hoping by, I don't know, next weekend, not this weekend coming, but the following one in December, that the Iranians will be good enough to show. The Czechs are pretty much done. Except for going through and checking for errors. The Poles need to be unique IDs assigned. All the graphics and weapons files are assigned. There are some unique things in there between the Poles and the Czechs that are a little bit different, which kind of makes it interesting to see in the order of battle. There are some trucks that I still need to, and other weapons that I need to create or draw. For example, the Poles, they used something called a Star 66 or 660, as well as a Lublin 51, which is kind of like a Gaz 51, but different version of it. So there's little things like that that I need to create still. The Czechs, they had Opel Blitzes, and I need to make versions of that, which I haven't done yet. I just have temporary graphics in there for now. What else is going on? The Iraqis, they're waiting to be checked, which is good. Can the AI avoid suicide? Not with the engine AI. The scripted AI, yes. So what I can do with the scripted AI is I can set up a loss value where if the company, for example, suffers 60% casualties or whatever number that is, it could be a random number, that it will do another mission. So if the losses exceed whatever that is, no, not here. It's good. This is the engine AI. It's the same engine AI that you're going to see in the World War II games. It's not. There has been improvements, but nothing like the scripted part of it. The scripted part is where it shines. But yeah, no. I mean, the engine AI is 100% objective focused. That's the only reason it lives, is for that. The scripted AI is a whole different beast. It can be whatever you want. It can be focused on that village, for example. It can say, I'm going to sit there. That's my village. I'm going to defend it. If there's anyone near it, I'm going to attack them. Whatever. You can do so many different things. But anyways, the point being, if they suffer X amount of casualties, then they be given a different mission. It's like, oh, okay, obviously they're not good enough for frontal attacks anymore. Let's pull them back into a defensive ambush position or something. Or if the positions that you were attacking were captured by a different company, we can use this company to defend that section while the other company continues on doing what it's doing. We have 7 airstrikes remaining. We have 1 unit that has recovered morale. So what with Petri working on doing some generalized scripting for auto creation of the make Lua files, the idea is that when you design a scenario, you'll have a scripted file where it will provide some logic to the defending army or the attacking army without you having to do the scripting yourself. It's not going to be as finessed as, for example, as I would do it, but it would be relatively logical. So, which is kind of cool. I'm pretty excited about that, because then we can start off, in a future release, having all the scenarios that I have in the back burner waiting patiently for scripting, like all the Way scenarios, all the Lon Sam scenarios that I've been doing, or Lam Sun or whatever, 719 scenarios that I've been doing. There's so many things. They're not released yet. That kind of sucks. Alright. Let's do some firing. Let's hit some missiles. So you'll notice there's SA-7s and AT-3s. AT-3s being the Sagar missiles, SA-7s being the anti-aircraft man pads. Oh, we took one out. That's good. Let's move this guy here for next time. And then up here, we're being attacked. What do we got? I'm going to go after the heavy weapons, especially the RPG teams. You know what I think about RPG teams. And then we'll leave the opportunity fire for everything else. Now, do I have a leader? I do. We're going to throw him in here. And we're going to see what happens. Let's call in our artillery. They're probably going to go into here. Now, they shouldn't be able to know where these blocks and minefields are until they run into them. I'm curious to see if that's going to be the case. For example, I predict, because they don't know, they should go into this hex and this hex. In theory. So let's see if that is what happens. So it doesn't have a target. Okay, so this is interesting. This mortar doesn't have a target, so it's just firing at something. I don't understand why it fired there, but that's something that hopefully Petri will see. No effect. No effect. So we're pretty safe in here, which is kind of nice. So these are armed with like RPDs and AK-47s and RPGs. It's hard to see, but you can see it if you look carefully. Oh, that was a good hit. Reduced them. So they're out in the open so we can see what we're doing for damage and whatnot, which is kind of good. Yeah, so they didn't know that there was a minefield there. Obviously they do now. Oh, that got reduced by a full squad. So I know, because I designed the scenario, that there's at least 3 or 4 companies on this side of the river. or canal that normally a human player would be able to bring across and help with these attacks. How was your turn, Tim? Should I be scared? All right, we have another company that is released. Surprises, a few walked into, well, that shouldn't be surprises because you know where I'm going. I know where you are. And all I'm going to try and do is bulldoze you. That's too far away. Let's try this. Oh, that did some good. The swamps and forest action don't kid a kidder. Come on. All I'm doing is pushing and probing, pushing and probing, pushing and probing. Oh, why didn't they get released? Oh, there they are. So, since you said north, these ones will go north, these ones will continue going south. Now, normally, I would be terrified of these anti-tank guns, or anti-tank missiles, but because the AI doesn't know that he's supposed to ambush me until it's scripted, then we're doing okay. I'll be able to come in and rescue these guys. Pinning is important. I'm actually kind of surprised that this artillery hasn't been much more effective. I see. It's interesting to see these, what they're firing at, or not firing at. Time is okay. You didn't see my paratroopers yet, did you? That was a good hit. Look at the machine gun. That's not a good hit. So the only thing that they can do really is isolate these positions. Oh, brutal. They lost 2 strength points doing that. We're dying for the Redina. Yeah, I noticed. Just like these guys are dying for the freaking positions here. Oh no. Hang on. I'm gonna have to use the other recording, I think. Oh, that's really crappy. I don't know what happened to my microphone. I need to save this. I mean, no, not me talking is okay with the stream. It's just that our recording got canceled because of the microphone, and I don't know why. So I just need to save that and restart it. I might have to use the other recording. I don't know why it's doing that. It's so weird. But that's why I record twice, to hopefully prevent that from happening. Alright, let's move up our tanks. This is why they paved these roads, the Israelis. Let's get up close and personal, and we can do major thrashing to these troops here. We should... I don't know if we're going to do the same there. I'm just going to see how this attack unfolds, so I'm not really going to do much out of curiosity. But once my tanks show up, we will go to town. Oh, they got disrupted. Interesting. Come on. Now, why are you firing over there? That's interesting. Or over there. Also interesting. At least they're hitting the weak spot. Ammo conservation. That's a good question. We are losing ammo every turn, but we can add ammo too, so that's a good thing too. I'll show you how to do that here with the new new scripting. Or the new auto scripting, I mean. Yeah, so that's only a level 1 minefield. It didn't get triggered even though they went inside, so that's good to know. I don't know if the engine AI knows how to use slow time. I don't think it does. That's also a weak spot. They found that. That's good. That's obviously a weak spot. But it's also where they're going to suffer a lot of casualties. Against the human, the scenario is very hard. Definitely. So the only mod I'm using on this is the older, you know, blocks and minefields and things, because I'm just used to them, because I've been playing this game for a million years. And the new graphics are a little bit different, or a little harder to... You can identify them, but you have to be used to it. And I'm not quite used to that. So I just have a small mod that has these extra things on top. No effect. Seven airstrikes remaining. We have 1 unit that is recovered. We have 5 units low on ammo. And we're halfway through almost. Or a third of the way through. Ah, crap. Misclicked. Alright. I want to get up close and personal and see if they're going to fire at me. So I'm going to leave my tanks there. Do we have anything back here that has been released yet? Not yet. These guys, on the other hand, they can go hunting. Let's occupy this crossroads. Oh! There we go. Someone shot at us. Which one? This one. Still gonna occupy the crossroads. Oh, we lost a tank. Alright, and from there, we can do some direct fire. Let's hit the missiles. Got the RPGs. No effect. So this scenario is called humbling of the tank. This is what happened is that the Egyptians, as they were attacking these forts, they had ambushed the tanks along these main roads with these AT-3 teams and RPG teams. And it was very effective. But so far, we're okay. So our priority is to hit these AT-3 teams, so we don't get smoked. There's a few here, but I don't know if they can see me. Oh yeah, they can all see me. So we'll see how that goes. Still waiting for my headquarters to be released so we can do that test that I had mentioned before. So the legacy AI, just FYI, was known to cheat. Hardcore, it would cheat. And it had a priority list. And if it... Not if. It knew where your stuff was. So it would target certain things like headquarters and things like that. And if headquarters were you know, within range of the guns, it would likely target those. But I've noticed here it's not doing that, which is good. Yeah, I know you're shocked again. I know you're shocked, totally. It's amazing. It is. But here I notice it's not doing that. But if I bring my headquarters into line of sight, I'm curious to see... Oh, we took out the missiles. That's good. I'm curious to see if we're going to be able to... And this makes sense doing that because this is firing at a hard target. These are pillboxes. I am curious to see if it will recognize that that's a headquarters and prioritize that. So that's why we're waiting for that to get released. Shocked Hal cheated. Yeah, I know. Hal is not as smart as the other Hal, that's for sure. But once we're scripting, that's a whole new world. Our opportunity fire has actually been pretty effective this scenario so far, which is kind of good. Then I spoke too soon. All that opportunity fire missed. Blocking with empty trucks. You see, the HAL is actually supposed to run away from the closest units if it's within 6 hexes. So if it's blocking with empty trucks, then it's doing it because it can't do anything else. That was HAL's mandate. If something got close to a truck, it had to run away. But if you surrounded it, well then, it doesn't know what to do. So it might go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. There we go. The rest of the tank battalion has been released. We have 7 airstrikes remaining. We have 1 unit that has recovered morale and 7 units low on ammo. Okay, let's go grab the rest of our goodies. Bring our reconnaissance. Load up our headquarters. Frickin'. Gosh darn golly gee, that aggravates me. And we have some mortars, which is nice. Okay, let's just sit here, do some firing. We're gonna target the infantry. Whoa, sneaky buggers. Whew, I was worried. I was worried. Let's try that again. I'm on turn 48 of Hell's Highway. It's going really bad for the British up at Arnhem, but it's going well south of the Rhine, so that's kind of good. Oh, we got lucky. Oh. Got reduced it by 1. And retreated. Ah, can't see. Oh, there we go. Eliminated 1. That's awesome. And that's all we have here. I'm just gonna, again, I'm gonna let this attack go through just to see how it goes. I think that'll go okay. This one here looks like it's stalled. I don't know why. Oh, they've suffered a lot of casualties, that's why. And this attack here also stalled. Oh, we got reduced by 1. No effect. Oh, reduced again. That mortar, not sure what it's doing. Oh, sneaky, look at that. I actually did something right. The new AI doesn't need to cheat, that's the thing. There's no reason it needs to. It looks for your mistakes. Ah, crap, eh? The nice thing is that this scenario would be easy to script the Israeli side because it's just some tank action. Most of the Israelis here will just, you know, kind of defend in place or something like that. Prioritize one or two of these objectives and hang out until things get desperate. I think fighting against the human, that might be interesting. Got rid of the RPG team. Seven airstrikes remaining. We have 2 units that have recovered morale out of 3. 1 headquarters unable to provide supply. 10 units low on ammo. Alright, let's bring up our tanks. No joy. Oh, some joy. Let's get these back on the road. So obviously, if you plan on doing ambushing with missiles, I would recommend trying to get flanking shots or rear shots. Use the RPGs to engage at close range, but I would highly recommend putting your missiles out into the desert so you can get a flanking and rear shot, because the Israelis are going to come roaring up this road. That's their whole plan, because they don't have time to do anything else. All right. Ooh, that was a side shot. We got lucky. Oh, we disrupted it and reduced it. Twice. Okay, so let's go. Oh man, we lost another tank. Son of a... We did reduce it though. They're taking a beating. So there would have been more missiles coming as well. These ones here were supposed to come out manning these positions ready for the Israeli counterattack. I don't think I need to do anything there. I don't think I need to do anything here. Oh, where'd that come from? There, maybe? Wait, let's see. Huh. At least they're using the smoke right now, whereas before they wouldn't. Oh, we got lucky. Oh, so close. No effect. I'm watching this. It's not being reduced. Seven airstrikes remaining. We have 1 out of 3 units that have recovered morale. 1 headquarter unable to provide supply. And let's... what are we doing? Let's soak up any missile fire first. Oh, there's a freaking missile right there. What? Who can see him? Okay, so he's fired. Okay, now here's the test. We're going to bring up my headquarters. And we're going to, he be seen? Yes, he can be seen from here. So I'm going to unload him. I'm going to leave him there. Ah, we've reduced it by 1. Perfect. So, we will try to deal with this next turn, and then we'll swing around to go north. But I want to see if they're going to target my artillery here first. Alright, let's go down south. Got 1. Hallelujah. Oh. Made that one run away. That's good. Okay, that's that. Let's end it, see what happens. causing some damage, just not enough to get in. Where's that coming from? I wonder if they're isolated now. Yeah, what are your thoughts? 7 air strikes remaining. We have 2 out of 3 units that have recovered morale. 1 headquarter unable to provide supply. 1 artillery unit unavailable. 13 units low on ammo. Alright, so let's start whacking this stuff. Crap. Can't hit the broadside of a barn, apparently. Oh, they're out of ammo. But we can swing these tanks down here. Move them back out of the line of sight so they don't die. Again, I want to see if we get targeted here. Unload our recon team. Oof. I'm gonna go hunting for that one. Be able to overrun it. Let's try it. Yes. Perfect. And I even have a shot. So let's fire at these. And eliminated. We're on the right path. Only tank company in the south, but their attack seems to be stalled, which is okay. Over here. Makes me wonder if that's a bunker or something, because it doesn't seem like we're doing any damage. Okay, here comes the artillery. Let's see if that worked. Effect is good. Ah, there we go. It, aha. Aha. So it did go through its priority list to see the artillery. That's a good thing. Poor Egyptians. did some retreating. That's good. We have reinforcements. What? 7 airstrikes remaining. We have 3 out of 3 units that have recovered morale. 1 headquarter unable to provide supply, and 3 units low on ammo. What the heck do we have for reinforcements? Oh, another tank company. Well, that's nice. I wasn't expecting that. Did we reduce it? No. Oh, we did there. That's good. Elimination. Oh, we got lucky. Can we get closer? So, again, I'm going to leave these vehicles out here to see if the headquarters gets smoked again. Oh, we got rid of that. That makes me happy. Oh, look, there's a tank across the way. Ooh. Maybe we'll have some tank-on-tank action. Let's see, what is it? Can't tell if that's a T-62. Looks like a T-62. But they're just beyond the kilometer range, so we shouldn't have to worry about them. There we go. Oh, I was happy. Are there any other missiles? There are no other missiles, so... Oh no, there is. I lied. There's this. I think that's pretty much all we can do here. Are reinforcements ready? No, they just arrived. So let's end the turn, grab them, see what we can do with them. At least it missed. Or Egyptians. They're not getting anywhere. There's a missile back here still. Oh, good. Seven airstrikes remaining. We have 0 units out of 1 that are recovered morale. 1 headquarter unable to provide supply. 11 units low on ammo. Oh, you know what? Let's bring up some ammo. We can do that now. Let's grab the check for orders. We do have artillery ammo. We can boost that up by 10. And I can boost up my other ammo by 10. So if we click, we see now they have both been boosted up by 10. That helps with our artillery, but most importantly helps with our regular ammo. Hopefully, that will be a good thing. Alright, let's just go to town. Took out the machine gun. That's a really useful and fun feature. I like that. Oh, we reduced that finally. Aha. Let's see if we can assault this. Oh, nice. Yay! Perfect. Get ready to assault all that. Oh, out of ammo. That's annoying. Alright, let's grab our reinforcements. Doesn't have... This one actually will be faster because it doesn't have to go up and down. Oh, it's only faster if I stay on the road, though. Gosh darn it. Well, actually, those vehicles can go relatively quickly, so that's okay. That's good. Our artillery is still stuck back here. Plot that. How's this looking? Let's roll up this line. Oh, they're disrupted. No, they didn't, so I'll show you what happened. The AI has a hard time pathfinding, so they were here, and I clicked down here, so they thought it would be faster to come to here and then go through here instead of going the 1 extra hex, because this was the target hex. So, and I know this, I shouldn't do that. I should have clicked the intersection and then clicked down. But that's what happened. Just because I know the pathfinding is not the best. So yeah, and the same with hills and stuff like that. You always want to, for example, in this case, you'd come down this road and then you'd click down here so that it goes to that hex, as opposed to if you click down here, it might go, well, I'm going to go around and go up this ridge over here instead of staying on the road. Just the way that the pathfinding calculations work, it's flagged that it needs to be remedied. It just isn't remedied yet. They should still... Yeah, they should still be able to be seen, so I'm surprised they haven't been targeted by artillery yet. Again, it was just that one time. I'm gonna blow all my shots. Oh, and that leader's not even for these guys. That's funny. So there's a marsh here. I can't see that. Those are engineers. So it now does random die rolls. There's a logic that it does, so how it's targeting is based on that. You'll notice that sometimes it targets various objectives, and then the other ones, and then the other ones, and yeah, so it's doing it based on a die roll, which is kind of interesting. Logic and die roll. We have discussed solo unit movement. You can't do this for your show. Do you recommend solo unit movement? You can't do this for your show. Do you recommend? I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry. Solo unit movement. Just like moving one unit at a time. 7 airstrikes remaining. We have 2 out of 4 units that have recovered morale. 1 headquarter unable to provide supply. 12 units low on ammo. That artillery was not very useful. So I'm going to put a shot into both of these platoons, and then I'm going to try to overrun. No, I can't with the disrupted tank. Let's see how this goes. It didn't go as well as I thought. In situations with clogged road like Hell's Highway, a fear of getting... Oh yeah, for sure you can. Absolutely you can. Holy crap, what are these guys made of? Kryptonite? No, don't even have any shots. Oh, we killed one. We reduced them. Now I should have assaulted. I don't think I can, though. Oh, no, I can. This guy, too? Oh, yeah. There we go. That's how you do it. So far, one of the most terrifying experiences of being worried about being ambushed was playing Bin Long, because you just never know where it was going to happen. It could have been anywhere. That's a campaign series Vietnam scenario, one of the weekend campaigns. And the thing is that the way that even though I scripted it, it's so random that you don't know where the ambush is going to come, maybe, but you don't know where. And you have supply missions that you have to complete, otherwise you're going to run out of ammo, and if you run out of ammo, then your army is pretty much useless. So in some cases, I was nice, and you might hit a minefield. Is that going to be an ambush site? Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. You never know. So you always have to escort all your convoys and making sure that they have some protection just in case there's a company or a VC company somewhere hiding in the jungle waiting for you. And you're doing various supply missions every day for each of the battalions that are out in the field. Plus you have the main division supply that is coming up to your brigades that are in the field as well. So yeah, there's a lot of... You just don't know what's going to happen in those scenarios. And I really, really, really enjoy that. And that'll be something that I do incorporate into East Front, in particular East Front, managing supplies going to the front, especially in 41, where you're racing way ahead of everything. And currently in the game, it just doesn't matter. You can just keep on moving forever, and it doesn't matter. Whereas with the new rules, you'll have to, manage that well. Yes, I know. I know you're surprised by that, Tim. I haven't seen any boats yet. That's interesting. I was kind of hoping we'd go boat hunting, but no, not yet. So go to the intersection, and then go. They're disrupted. I can't do anything there. These guys can... Where were those tanks? They were back here. Let's see if we can go pick on some T-62s. Is there a... We can take out the SAM sites. Yeah, we'll bring the tanks over to take out the SAM sites. Oh, what do we have for airstrikes? Let's see. I'm curious. The MG-42 platoons are killing me. Bodies to slow you down. Yeah, it is pretty rough, let me tell you. So they're not going to go anywhere. I'm going to bomb these guys. So we'll get some airstrikes in. We're going to see how that goes. Yeah, it's 41. It's rough. You would have hated the Yelna scenario, because that's It's way bigger. Way, way bigger. I wish that thing would work. I wish so bad that that thing would work. But I'll have to rebuild it. But yeah, I mean, you are sacrificing literally divisions and divisions of Russians. But you're getting more divisions and more divisions of Russians over the course of that scenario. Whereas the Germans, they are not. They are not at all. No effect. No effect. I look forward to that rebuild. I think it'll be a lot of fun to incorporate a whole bunch of the new things. It might be too big to do it against the AI. I don't know. I'd have to think. Just, you know, even a weekend bit long, which is under a division, barely, but under a division, was 36,000 lines of scripting to get that thing to work. Come on, positive vibes. Four airstrikes remaining. We have 1 out of 2 units that have recovered morale. 1 headquarter unable to provide supply. 10 units low on ammo. Here comes our Mirage. Well, we reduced something. Nope. Nothing. No joy. That makes me sad. Oh, you know what? I think these are bridge engineers. I should be able to just overrun them. Let's try. Oh, darn it. Yeah, they are bridge engineers. So they're easy pickings. Because I think they're probably trying to build a bridge here. Let's bring these tanks down. Oh, shoot. Oh, where'd that come from? Up there. Ah, son of a... So that's a rail line going through the swamp. But now we're able to... Oh, maybe not. Oh, no, we can. So there's no more swamps here. We should be able to attack that next turn. My Operation Overlord, I think I'm on turn 12. I haven't had a chance to play. I have a big deadline coming up, so I haven't really been playing much. But anyways, yeah. The only thing that I have going for me in that particular scenario at this point is that I have a parachute regiment at Carentan, and that's the only thing that is allowing me to have some form of I'm doing a good job, because everywhere else on that map, I'm dying. Whoever set up the, which is probably accurate, but whoever set up the scenario have a lot of my troops at half strength with a morale of 3, which means they're pretty much useless. Literally useless. They get shot a couple times and they die, because that's how it works. Oh, we found missiles here. Let's get in there then. Nope. It's crazy because there's not much that I can do. I was researching the whole affair, and there's quite a few Germans missing, especially on the left flank, which is kind of annoying. So one thing that I would do is I would take that map. I'd have to redo it anyways, but I would take that map and expand it significantly to encompass some of the things that are missing. It's an interesting scenario, nevertheless, but yeah, it needs some work. There's a lot of Americans. Holy crap, so many Americans. No joy. Okay, let's grab our reinforcements. Yeah, let's just send them over here. That's it. Oh no, we forgot our leader. So our headquarters now, no one can see them, so they're not being shot at. That's that. Okay, let's save that, see what happens. The Battle of Best in Hell's Highway, it's going well now. I have basically that whole... I've captured Best, the town of Best now. I'm clearing out the fields to the west of Best. Oh, look at that. Interesting. But then I'm going to be encircling the forested area to the northwest of Betts, because he's got artillery, he's got infantry and machine guns. I've already seen so much stuff go in there. I presume there's at least, I'm going to say at least one regiment, if not more, worth of infantry in that forest. It's a pretty big forest, and it has some really good lines of communications to go up and down the whole thing. So I'm trying my best to secure it before I assault it. But the way that it's going now, I should be able to have the immediate surrounds of Best secured in the next couple of turns, and then I'll focus on that forest and clean out that forest, and then develop a line for that. I have seen some German reinforcements in the south, the very southeast of the map, but the bridges are all blown there, so he has to truck all those things up north, which is good for me. I have a few stragglers left in the south, and that'll free up probably a good 2 regiments worth of infantry and tanks and artillery once I finish clearing out those woods. There's still 4, I'm gonna say probably 4 companies worth of infantry in the very deep south with artillery, and probably 1 battalion of maybe 2, but at least 1 of paratroopers in the forests in that sector there. But once that's done, all the other forests are clear because I've already cleaned them. And as you know, I do like clearing forests. Oh, disrupted. Ah, crap. Come on, die. Yeah, I did do that. I have probably a full division heading up to Nijmegen right now to support the vanguard that's there already. There's a whack load of Germans across the river north of Nijmegen. Like, I've already seen tigers. He just mentioned that he brought in panthers and king tigers, so that's kind of scary and terrifying all at the same time. Don't tell anyone, but I only have like 12 tanks up there. So if these are bridge engineers, they have 0, or not 0, it's like attack of 3 or something like that. So I'm not worried about them at all. I am worried if there's something across the river, though. So there was T-62s back here, I think. Yeah, I think they were back there. Oh no, they're there. Oh. Can I hit them? Let's see. Oh, smoked one. Nice. Oh, we got lucky. That's overstacked, so I can't. There we go. Now I can shoot at them. Nice. That makes me happy. Ooh, we reduced one of the SAM-2s. Let's see if we can get in here. Can't cross the canal for some strange reason. The worst part of that Hell's Highway is seeing there's nothing I can do for the British troops at Arnhem. Nothing. Not a thing. All I can do is watch them die. I'll have, like I said, I'll have reinforcements up there within probably 10 turns, maybe 12 turns. Enough reinforcements to do a push, but, I mean, I'm going to lose, in that time, all the British troops, because there's no freaking way that I'm going to be able to get up there in time. I'm talking about the British troops at Arnhem, or not at Arnhem anymore. They have retreated because They're at one of the landing zones, the drop zones. And they did get some guns this last turn. But I had to hold off on a complete, at least a battalion's, if not more, worth of troops, because their drop zone is captured by the Germans. There's nothing I can do to prevent myself from going to get them, because I just don't have the strength there, and I'm being surrounded by a Panzer Grenadier division or SS division or something. I don't even know what it is, but it's a massive division that has a lot of tanks and a lot of armored personnel carriers. We're fighting not on the Rhine River, but there's a river just south of that. I'm holding that line right now. That's north of Nijmegen. Basically, it's a river between Nijmegen and Arnhem. I don't remember what it's called. But I'm holding that line right now with... Yeah, I can. I can do anything. I'm magical. You don't have to bring your reinforcements on if you don't want them. You have to be very careful, but you don't have to. You can just cancel them. So I do. And I'll wait for them to be in a way more advantageous position. Alright, let's save that and that, see what happens. Ah, you see? Now it's targeting artillery targets, which is good. It should be doing that. Turn 16. So we should be able to take out those things next turn. I think they're trapped, obviously. They don't have any offensive power. Their defense is okay, but not awesome. Yeah, it makes zero sense to bring in those reinforcements if they're just going to die straight away. Why give my opponent all those points? That doesn't make any sense to me. We have 4 airstrikes remaining. We have 2 units that are isolated and 13 units low on ammo. I can't say anything more beyond you in the scenario. At this point, I've already written off all the troops north of the Rhine because there's no hope for them at the moment. I'm doing my best. I'm fighting how I can. But man, those rockets, they're brutal. Can't run away. There's no place to run away to. Oh, I can't kill these SAM sites. I think it's a SAM 3 site, and I just can't kill it. We reduced it by 2 next time. Historically, that was normal. I can't believe how hard it's been for me fighting against those frickin' Germans in the forests. Man, that's rough. So hard. I was thinking about doing a bulge battle or something like that for December. Or maybe I could even do the Aachen scenario that you were recommending there, Tim. Do that for the month of December, just as something different. Can't get in there, but we have tanks, so let's swing around this flank. Or not. We're gonna go deal with these two companies up here. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll start that the first session of December. And see how that goes. I am curious indeed. Aachen is the best training ground for using engineers. Absolutely, yeah. I look forward to it. I think I have the files. No effect. No effect. Four airstrikes remaining. We have 2 units that are still isolated, 2 headquarters unable to provide supply. We have 1 artillery unit unavailable and 14 units low on ammo. I'm going to search where this is just out of curiosity. So 851. I'm going to go Alt X 8. Oops, 851. Oh yeah, these guys are isolated. Not for long. So we did reduce it by 1 again. There we go. So now we should no longer be isolated because I don't think we have to worry about that. There's no bad guys back here. Oh, I should take out these SA3s or SA7s. No joy. No joy. Darn. Okay. Oh, we got one finally. Can you send me the files just in case? I think you have before, but I might have. Just double check, pretty please. Pretty please, Tim. Unless it's a stock scenario, then you don't have to. I don't remember if it was a stock scenario or not. Stock. Okay. Yeah, if it's stock, then I should have it. But I think that sounds like a fun plan for December. Come on. These guys are tough nuts to crack. Holy. There we go. Some happiness. Nothing. No hits. No. Let's swing these machine guns over here. Maybe they can help out. Alright. Bada boom. I think we're almost at the end of the session anyways, yeah. It's good to see that they're still targeting the headquarters. That's important. That's what I was testing here. Oh, we lost a colonel. Or lieutenant colonel. The corny use of famous actors was a flaw. Oh, I see. But I'm sure it'll be fun, though. John Wayne, all of them. Oh, really? For airstrikes remaining, we have 0 units out of 1 that have passed morale, which means it didn't. 1 headquarter, unidentified supply, 1 artillery unit unavailable, 17 units low on ammo. Man, our artillery situation just sucks. Let's hit this first. Oh, that's encouraging. So if they're using all those leader names, I presume that there's going to be a lot of leaders. No Brad Pitt. That's funny. Oh, found another missile. Didn't see that coming. Where was it? Didn't see it. Let's slow time through here. So let's check the schedule. So that means on Sunday we will start Aachen. I didn't realize it was that close to the December already. That's kind of scary. That'll be our West Front thing. There we go. We are pretty much done. Oh no, hit the South. Unbelievable amount of units, including 4th Armored. Aren't you working on something about that? I am. I'm working on a book. I'm doing the maps for a book by Don Fox. That should be available early in the spring, I presume. The book is written. I'm just doing some maps for it. So, I guess about a dozen maps or so that are going to be inside of it. It's kind of exciting. That's the whole reason I became a cartographer to begin with. Is because I like maps and military history. But there's no money in that, so I have to have a day job. But that's also maps, so it's a win-win. Yeah, the book will detail the campaigns of the 4th Armored Division from the breakout in Normandy all the way to the end of the war, which is kind of exciting. Alright, let's just burn off the last of these. Oh, and then I missed. Burn off the last of the action points. And that's it. We'll just end the turn, and that'll be the end of the session. Bada boom. Let's see. How'd we do? We lost 8% of our tanks, which is way better than historical, so that's good. But I wasn't. I mean, the AI didn't know what to do, so it makes perfect sense. Strength report. So we lost... How many did we lose? VP's lost. We lost 4. Only 4 tanks. Oh, sorry, that's not right. Yeah, only 4 tanks. That's not bad. And did we get a major? I hope we did. Side B major defeat. So yeah, we did get, because we were playing side A. So that's a good thing. Perfect. We smoked their point loss. Holy, look at that. We didn't lose very much. Again, playing a human, this would be a whole different experience for sure. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. I do stream twice a week. Next stream will be on Sunday, and apparently it's going to be December, so we are going to start a West Front scenario. I don't remember what it's called, but it's the Battle of Aachen anyways. 1944 or 45 or something like that. Should be interesting, apparently, so that'll be exciting. A little bit bigger, so it might take a handful of sessions. We'll have to see how it goes. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you so much for your support. If you're watching this on YouTube later, consider giving it a like and subscribe. That it really does help. And thanks, a huge thank you to those that have signed up for Patreon. And yeah, thanks. Thanks for everything. On that note, take care, smile always, and talk to you soon.